Hey everyone, it's Matt here with Nightrun Studio, and I'm trying to finish my dream game Willard sometime before I die of old age. Now what is Willard? Well, it's a story-driven platformer where fantasy and 80s technology collide. You'll start as a boxer-clad lost boy and grow into a heroic leader, building and defending a resistance village against the monsters of the technopocalypse. To find answers, you'll explore the rich fantasy world of Archaea and unlock the mystery calling to you from the peak of Mount Eldrick. A journey that's not just about survival, but about hope, faith, and finding meaning in a broken world. This is my first game, and it's stupidly ambitious. My first 2 years were chaos, constant reboots because I just didn't know what I was doing. 15 months ago, I started for real and have been making steady progress. But then, 3 months ago, the boogeyman returned. Systems stopped fitting together, bugs piled up, I spent more time fixing than building. My motivation tanked. I escaped into making tutorials instead of working on the game, and it was a dark night of the soul. I wanted to reboot again. I told myself no, but then I started a new prototype for Villager AI. Just improving logic, I said. But the new system was so much better that I began pulling over other features. Player, dialogue, combat, overhauling as I went. And then I had to admit it, I started a reboot light. This cycle, reboot, build, burnout, reboot again, it had to stop. Each loop lasts a little longer, but at this rate, it's gonna take 50 years to finish. So, I changed the paradigm. I stopped chasing the dream game and focused on making a game. The mantra that saved me? First make it exist, then make it elegant. So I froze feature creep. No combat, no cutscenes, no fancy trees. Just the bare bones, at least for now. So I forgot about perfection. I tuned a few numbers and there it was. A villager you could recruit, a wall to defend, and a portal that spews robots on a timer. You could grab melee and ranged upgrades, apply them, and watch your villagers fight for survival. It was broken, no difficulty curve, barely any choice, unwinnable, and not really fun yet, but it worked. It was playable. For 3 years, whenever someone asked to try Willard, I'd say no. Bugs, broken systems, game-breaking upgrades, always something. But this version, somebody could play it right now. That hit me. 2 hours of tuning gave me a playable game. What if that became the goal? Not the holy grail of a Steam-ready vertical slice, but a constant playable version. Enter the patch system. No massive Trello board, no sprawling design doc, just an Excel sheet. Each patch adds a few features and fixes every bug from the last patch. Small, fast, complete. Over Christmas, I shipped a patch every 2 to 3 days. That means every few days I have a new, fully playable build. It's insanely motivating, and it's driving real sustainable progress. So, what does this look like so far? Well, for the first patch, I needed a reason to play, something that made each run matter, so I added a timer and a high scoreboard. Will they make the final cut? No idea. But for now, they create stakes. How long can you hold out? Then came persistence. High scores aren't much fun if they vanish when you quit, so the next patch focused on saving data. After that, I tackled UI fixes, navigation tweaks, controller support, and a proper title screen. From there, the rhythm set in. Each patch introduced something new, and each patch forced me to clean up code and squash bugs. I added my first villager job, patrolling, where you can assign a unit to guard an area around a building. Then came custom dialogue for every villager, and a full tutorial system with visual icons. The whole game is inspired by 16-bit classics like Chrono Trigger and ActRaiser, so I'm building controller support for a Super Nintendo layout first. For now, I'm using SNES-style icons, but I also built an input swap system so keyboard icons appear when needed. And now I've finished patch 0.05. Here's what things are looking like. Alright, so I integrated the title screen now, and you can actually go into the controls page to change your inputs, and the in-game icons will match whatever choice you make. From here, you get to a little menu that displays a high scoreboard, which do save between play sessions, and just like that, you're dropped into the game. We've got some placeholder data here, like when the next portal opens, the current date, and how long your village has survived. We've got a full tutorial system, complete with taunting messages that won't let you pass until you've completed certain key actions, like talking to this NPC. You can talk to villagers, choose whether or not to let them join your village, and then explore. Here you can collect upgrades and navigate through your villagers in order to check out their stats or apply those upgrades. From here you can also assign jobs. So far, patrolling is the only job, but eventually we'll add resource gathering, building, and many others. Here I can tell Heimer to patrol around the stick wall, and I can see how large a patrol range I want to give him. Villager conversation updates once they've joined your village, and you can leave them to do their thing while you explore the world. You'll want to do this in order to discover new upgrades, find building blueprints, uncover the game's mysteries, and find more villagers to recruit. Eventually, portals will open and monsters will attack your village. Down the road, Willard will be able to join the fray, but for now, villagers are the only defense. There's a couple of AI bugs that will need to be addressed in patch 0.06, but things are mostly working here. Currently, the portals are set to spawn increasingly large hordes, and it's really just a matter of time until they overwhelm your small force. There isn't much in terms of a way to win, or really much else to do, but I did add that high scoreboard, so you can always compete to try to get your name into the annals of immortality. It's not much yet, but I've got a new, stable, playable build every few days. I'm seeing steady progress, and my motivation has had a huge boost. The next couple of patches will bring in the ability to collect resources and add new buildings to your village. I've got a lot to do, so I'd better get to it. Hope to see you in that next video. Until then, this is Matt with Nightrun Studio. Cheers.